said, no, you're a nigger. And then I said, and I'm sorry, I had a little bit of an issue with it, and I said, say it again, and he did.
It started with words, not fists, not violence, just words spoken in anger, the kind of words people say every day without thinking, but sometimes, one moment is all it takes, one decision, one reaction, and everything changes forever. This is the story of a young shift supervisor, a man in his 20s, with no criminal past, no record, no history of violence, someone who showed up to work like any other day, expecting nothing more than a normal shift, but what happened next would follow him. For the rest of his life, on an ordinary afternoon, inside a small coffee shop connected to a gas station, employees were working like usual, taking orders, handing out drinks, dealing with customers, moving through routine after routine. Nothing seemed out of place, until one customer pulled into the drive-thru, already frustrated, already impatient. Employees struggled to hear him through the speaker. Something that happens all the time, but this time, it didn't stay normal. His voice grew louder, sharper, more aggressive. What should have been a simple order turned into tension. Employees tried to help, tried to clarify, but the man's frustration kept building. Words became harsh, tone became hostile, and within moments, the situation crossed a line. Staff asked him to calm down, they asked him to be respectful, they asked him to leave, but instead of calming down, he became even more upset. Eventually, they refused service, and told him to leave. That should have been the end.
I came in from your truck. You see, I have an altercation with one of the employees. And I guess it just spilled, and I remember in here he was. Florida, 33619.
I don't know what happened. I was there. He was actually there. Going to check the deal. He was cheating. I'm taking down.
Which kid? He has heart problems. He's 100% disabled.
That is
Disabled veteran. Disabled veteran. He's got allergies. He's seen allergy tag.
Of it, just another difficult customer, just another bad interaction. But he didn't leave. Instead, he parked his car, stepped out, and walked inside, and in that moment, everything changed. Inside the store, the shift supervisor stepped forward, trying to handle the situation professionally. Trying to keep things under control, he spoke calmly, asked the man to leave, more than once, trying to de-escalate, trying to avoid conflict, but the man refused. He stayed, he argued, he pushed the situation further. What was once a complaint became personal. Voices echoed, tension filled the air. Employees watched, unsure what would happen next. The supervisor stayed composed, repeating the same request, please leave. We don't want trouble, just leave. But the man didn't listen. The argument escalated, words became sharper, more offensive, and then, the moment came, a line was crossed, a word was said, something deeply offensive, something that instantly changed everything. For a split second, silence, and in that moment, the supervisor made a decision, not planned, not thought through, just a reaction, fueled by anger, frustration, and emotion. He stepped forward, and threw a single punch, one strike, direct, immediate. The man fell backward, hitting the ground hard. The sound echoed, and at first, it didn't seem fatal, just a fight, just a mistake, something that happens, but within seconds, it became clear, something was wrong. The man wasn't moving. Panic replaced anger. Employees rushed, calling emergency services, voices filled with fear. The supervisor stood there, realizing what had just happened. He didn't run, he didn't hide, he stayed. When police arrived, he approached them, calm, almost in shock, and admitted everything. He told them he was involved. He explained what happened, step by step, no excuses, no lies, just the truth.
Yeah, so first and foremost, let me just say my name is Pujols. I am the guy you were looking for in regards to this situation. The long and short of it is that here obviously at Dunkin', he's a regular. He normally comes through here. and orders a large hot coffee. But today, maybe he's having a rough day or something, and he decided to be extremely profound at the mouth. And I asked him respectfully on the microphone, could you please not use that kind of language, obviously with me and my employees. And as well as that, and he said no, and then he came around to the window, he kept going at the window, and then I guess he was going to come inside, so I came inside. I came on this side to let him know. He asked for the manager. Our current store manager is off already. She worked morning shift, and she's currently otherwise here. So I would be for the seniorship. I've been here a little bit longer than he has, so I reserve responsibility for that. In any case, I came out to let him know. I said, listen, sir, with the profanity that you used, I would highly recommend that you go on about your business. We don't want to serve you any coffee today. Maybe you can try again another day, but you have clearly upset, feel me, the atmosphere here, and we would like for you to go on about your business. I asked him to do that repetitively. It's all on camera. As I mentioned, he came inside, and when he came inside, he addressed me, and he was looking. I said, hey, listen, the manager's not here right now. I'll give you the manager's store number and all that good stuff. And he didn't want it, and I said, sir, well, can you please go on about your business again and have a good day? And he said, no, you're a nigger. And then I said, and I'm sorry, I had a little bit of an issue with it, and I said, say it again, and he did. And right hook sent him down.
So it goes without being said that you can't hit somebody because they say something you don't like.
I very
Doesn't matter.
well.
I'm just telling you, brother.
No. I agree. Believe
Sure.
me. I'm terrified right now, but I agree what you're saying. You shouldn't. I have had a fit of racism since I've only been here on about 2 months, and I've dealt with so much of it. And I'm not saying that is a reason to do it. I'm not.
I got people that say a bunch of hateful and horrible stuff to me every single day. For the past 16 years, I let it go in one ear and out the other. It ain't gonna hurt you. This will get you in trouble. Not gonna get you arrested, but I mean, dude, you hit him and he fell down.
Yeah, and he hit his head pretty bad.
And he should have never said what he said. But guess what? That's the country we live in. You say what you want to say.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, like you're saying, dude, get the freak out.
You slipped and fall, pushed and fell.
And just like that, a single punch became a fatal incident. The charge escalated. The supervisor now faced serious consequences, not because he planned it, but because he lost control. For one moment, the legal process began, footage reviewed, witnesses questioned, every second analyzed. In court, both sides argued. One spoke of provocation, emotion, lack of intent, the other spoke of responsibility, consequences, and the value of a life, because in the eyes of the law, actions matter, matter the emotion behind them. The case raised difficult questions, about control, about anger, about how fast things can spiral, and in the end, the sentence reflected both sides, not the harshest punishment, but not freedom either, because a life was lost, and another was permanently changed. No one walked away a winner. One family lost someone forever, another watched their future collapse, in seconds. All because of a moment that could have been avoided, because the biggest mistakes in
I'm sorry. You're going to
Yeah. They told me what happened. I feel for you 100% right now. What's happening at SFU is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. And I understand your anger and your level of frustration, but I would be pissed too. And this is one of those things that there's one thing that's steering us right now, and it's the level of this. He's in critical condition right now. It's not looking good. He has his brain swelling right now. He's unconscious and everything. So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers. If he recovers and he's okay, this is not big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's the level of injury. Had he not been this injured, there's a lot of things he could have done. Because like I said, nobody here is okay with what that guy said. And none of us would know at all, And he deserves to put in place for that. But because of how seriously he's injured, we have no choice. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to understand that. Everybody here agrees that what he done, he was wrong. What he said he was wrong. He has to how he was. Like I said, he's not injured. So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers, that will hopefully go away. But for the time being, you're going to be charged 1 count of battery on the elderly male, which is over 65 years of age. You'll have a bond, so it's not going to be too high. You'll be able to bond out tonight at some point. And then we'll just pray all of us. This guy recovers and everything will work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you have that you want somebody to say here?
I'm his mom.
That's fine. Mom, you want to step over here and we grab all this stuff? Get that right. Hey, do you want a bag? Ma'am, do you want a bag? I can give you a bag for all that. Yeah, I've got one in here, or if you got one, that's fine.
Like I say, he'll get a bond, hopefully as fast as possible so he can get out and be done with it. But I mean, I called the state attorney's office, I spoke to all of our supervision, and it's just unfortunate, you know. I wish the guy had a black eye so we could all say, hey, watch your mouth, you know, but he's just your back. From the same thing. It's a really sad situation. What can make it go best? The guy remember it.
I'm sorry. Alright. Corey, you have anything else on you, brother?
No, that's it. Took everything else.
That's for mom.
Okay, that's it?
Right here. Yeah, that's for mom.
Yeah. So that's it for the project?
Yes.
Yes.
Corey, come have a seat in my car real quick.
Yes, sir.
Brother, what the detective was saying, we 100% agree. But when his head hit hard and everything, when they brought him out here, he was unconscious.
Yeah.
And then while he's up there, he's not doing good right now. He could get better.
Life don't come from long plans, they come from seconds of anger, and once those seconds pass, there is no going back, no fixing it, no undoing it, only consequences, one punch, one moment, one lifetime of consequences.